Love that open. Thanks for joining us for Wake Up Charlotte to go. Well, we're supposed to have Ruby. I don't know if she's going to hop back on, but coming up, we are talking about U.S. women's hockey, Mikaela Shiffrin, and of course, everyone's talking about figure skating tonight. So, Ruby, she's back. Yes. Okay, tell us about the women's hockey team. Unfortunately, they did not clinch the gold, but we're still so proud of them.
Right.
Silver's great.
And a lot of people are on social media. Obviously, went 3 into not ideal for the final game against Canada, especially because Team USA beat Canada 4 years ago. So a lot of high hopes for the team. But as you can see, people on social media are still proud, saying we will always own Canada. Those are fighting words. We're going to sweep the 2026 Olympics. So looking ahead. And then also other people are basically saying the same thing. Congratulations on a hard-fought Olympic tournament. Nothing but respect for the program. I know you'll be back. So, again, people are, fingers crossed for what is to come. But hopefully these ladies do not hold their heads down because, honestly, silver at the Olympics is still outstanding. You're at the top of the top with the best of the best. So it's like, they represented it USA well.
Now, I know it's disappointing when you come that close because you can see some of the expressions on their faces, but I think that we have a lot of stories in this Olympics that are going to be big comeback stories for the next Olympics.
Right.
Mikaela, as we're about to talk about, I think it's going to be a big comeback, but then you could see there's still a lot of fire in those girls' eyes. So I know that they're going to come back with vengeance, but still, what a close game. It's not like they got blown out. So, yeah, they were a point away from really being there, but I'm so proud of them. Way to represent.
I'm just watching them on the Today Show. There's disappointment, but they're very happy about. You got a silver, 2 of the best teams in the entire universe right there. It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
So we congratulate the American team. Silver is fine. There's always next time.
Silver is fine.
You're a poet and you didn't know it, Larry Sprinkle. All right. Yeah, Chris, like you said, let's talk about Mikaela Shiffrin. She skied out in the slalom run of combined. So she's not going to medal individually. This happened on Thursday. Of course, overnight, they're ahead, obviously, in Beijing, but she was losing her balance at gate 10 and falling to her hip 2 gates later, less than 10 seconds into her race. So I know she was very disappointed. But again, we're hearing she has one last chance to medal. She actually plans to do the team event on Saturday, which features head-to-head races in a single elimination bracket. And I was watching the overnight coverage of it. And on her first run, the commentators were talking how she looked solid. She looked great. It was just that second one where she fell. But, props to her for falling so many times and not giving up and keep going back. It's really an inspiration to so many people watching.
Pressure can get to anybody. If you've ever had something impending, regardless of what it may have been, maybe it's a test, maybe you're in sports, you can let that takes over your mind. And I'm sure if you looked at her when she was getting ready to, that first takeoff, that all the pressure of the Olympics was on her. And I just think it's gotten to her head, and it's very tough to get out of that spot. Very, very tough to do that.
It's confidence. Yeah. Like how many times in our lives that if you lack the confidence to do something, you might not be there. And she's the world's great. She's incredible. But I think what's going to happen is, as I mentioned, kind of that fire. Think about what happened with Nathan. Nathan didn't have the best story last Olympics. He came back and he broke records. I think the same thing is going to happen with Mikaela because she is such an athlete, such a competitor, and I hope for a big last hurrah for her. But as we always say, you guys aren't watching this right now, but you have at least 4 boxes, 5 including Ben, that are very proud of you here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
No, for sure. And I just think, too, it's so much pressure. Mental health is everything. And just being on that stage, just knowing that, people have watched you disqualify again. So I respect her just for continuing, her fight. Even if she has one more to go, even if she disqualified 1, 2, 3 times, I think it shows bravery to keep on and not just, quitting. Because she could have quit the first time when she sat on the slope, for a long time,
Yeah,
by
20
herself. She could have
minutes.
quit then, but she didn't. So I know a lot of, skiers who are, hoping to be at that one level will take what she's doing and, respect her too for just, pushing forward. And one day we're going to hear her story and it's all going to make sense.
I like that.
All right, guys, what we are talking about tonight coming up, of course, the Russian figure skating star Kamila Valieva. She takes on the U.S. women in free skate. That's at 8:30 tonight. But the interesting thing here is if she places, which Jay Gray this morning says there's really no way that she won't. I mean, she fell in her first performance and still is number one right now. And so if she's on the podium, they're not going to have a medal ceremony because of all these doping allegations.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people really frustrated with that because, the other two medalists, they're not going to get that chance to experience the medal ceremony, which you only can on an Olympic stage. So a lot of people talking about this coming up tonight.
Yeah, it's disappointing. It's not fair.
Yeah, for everybody.
For whoever the first, second, third, however it comes out. Hopefully they can do some sort of consolation bracket with just 2 podiums, if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the other things tonight and prime time at 8, there's a 100-meter dash in women's speed skating. Of course, 8:30 figure skating. 9 o'clock is the half pipe final in women's freestyle skiing. And then it's back to the rink for more figure skating at 10 p.m. So we hope you tune in tonight on WCNC. Of course, we'll have a wrap of all the action tomorrow on Friday, which will be our last day to talk about Olympic coverage.
I know, right?
Monday, maybe we'll talk about the closing ceremony. I don't know, but I
20th.
can't. It's flown by.
Can you believe it's almost over?
It doesn't seem like it. It seemed like we were just saying, we are officially in the Olympics.
Wait.
Don't miss the closing ceremony. That's going to be fantastic. To me, I always look forward to the opening, especially the closing, because it's the culmination of everything.
Yeah.
And to see all the Olympians out there, regardless whether you're a winner or a loser, every one of them is a winner. Every single one from every country around the world. And
right.
It's always exciting to see the expression on their face and knowing that they're going home. And I know they will be glad to get back to the United States.
Right.
Well, I'm really excited because we've been winning on Wake Up Charlotte because this gal over here has been trying out all the winter sports. And Ruby, you got one big finale coming up that we can't miss.
Yes, and no, this one is really great because I went up to Blowing Rock to App Ski Mountain, and this one is because we have the Olympics, you have the Paralympics, but don't forget about the Special Olympics. And this year is a big one for the Special Olympics in North Carolina because they haven't been able to compete or do anything for the last 2 years because of COVID. Well, this year they're starting back up. So I got to talk to some of the athletes and just hearing just how excited they are and why they even do the Special Olympics. I thought that was a nice way to end my little coverage, but it's going to be exciting to show tomorrow.
Awesome. We can't wait to see it. Well, we hope you tune in tomorrow morning, 4:30 to 7 a.m. And we'll be back here live on Wake Up Charlotte to go around 8 a.m.
Bye.
Have a great Thursday, everyone. Bye-bye.